It's new venue time, and that can only mean one thing: an early start. We got to the water just before sunlight, which gave us enough time to walk around the swims and find a spot we thought looked good to begin with. After that, it was then time to get the equipment ready and move the gear before the sun rose and fishing could start. We had very little knowledge of this water, so decided for the morning to fish one rod out towards the middle and one rod closer in by the margins. We would wait to see what happened and then alter our approach accordingly throughout the day. It didn't take long before Alan's rod came to life and he was into his first pike. I quickly reeled in my rods and secured them on the bank before making my way up to his swim to record the capture.
Well guys, Dad's in, so to reel my rods out of the water so we can get him. How's it looking, Dad? What is it? I'll get it for you, don't worry. You focus on playing him.
Go on, there.
Well guys, don't know what this is, but I broke my duck. Wow, moon pike. Love it. Absolutely love it. Only been in about 10 minutes. Brilliant.
Got you to have the best swim again, that's why, Dad.
Brilliant. Hello Mr. Pike. Yeah, on the old smelt, you know.
What a start to the day that is.
What a start to the day, eh?
Not even filming the introduction yet, so say hello to everyone, Dad. You started us off.
Hello everybody. Right, we're at a new venue today and never been here before, but we're coming back. This is the end of all my blanks, this. Okay. Straight away. There he's not seeing the weeds.
After all that excitement, it was time to get the rods back in and try for one more. We gave it a few more hours and unfortunately nothing else happened, so we decided a change was needed.
Well guys, we've been here most of the day up to about lunchtime. It's gone quiet, so what I'm thinking of doing now is moving down to the end. The wind's blowing directly down there. And hopefully there might be something down there, but we're not catching here, so you know, if there's no fish here, let's move and let's find somewhere else. So see you in a bit.
A close friend of ours was also fishing the venue on the same day and was able to point us in the direction of deeper water. This is where we chose to spend the remainder of the session, but nothing else came out. Feeling a little deflated from our first attempt, we decided to give it one more go and return the following week to see if we could pull out any more pike.
Well guys, it's, what time is it?
6:34.
6:34 in the morning. Been driving for about 45 minutes, really early start today, but we're back to the place we went last week. Hopefully we're going to get some pike out again. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
This time I opted to fish one rod on the ledger deadbait like before and one rod on a float which would be placed in the margins as there were some interesting looking reeds along the side. It wasn't long before this location and tactic change paid off.
Yeah, go on.
Well, first blood to James this morning. Well done, James. Okay, James.
There we go, guys, first pike of the day. I've been fishing in the margins this time, and I noticed on the left margins nothing was really happening, so I've just changed that float, turned over to the right. In about a minute or two, this guy's gone off, and it's a small one, not as big as Dad's last time, but they're all welcome. They're all welcome here. Well, there's a bit more of a close-up. This guy's got a couple of scars on him, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a bigger pike's gone from at some point, but hopefully we'll catch that one later. But no, fantastic little start to the session. Hopefully there's a few more in it, and brilliant stuff.
Well done, James.
Right guys, it's getting back. Lovely little start, lovely little jack. Go tell your friends about us. Go tell your friends where the bait is. Right? Nice. Just in the net. Bring him over here. That's important, guys. Before you put them back, you give them a couple of minutes to recuperate. You can tell when they're ready. They're splashing around everywhere trying to escape the net. And as you can probably see now, this guy's holding himself up in the water. He's trying to dive down. He's ready to go. So, here we go.
Wow. Yes.
After that pike, I made sure I moved the float around as much as I could to cover the maximum amount of water possible. Nothing else came out though, and we made the decision to move on and try a new spot. We moved along the bank and gave each swim an hour or so before trying somewhere else.
Well, this spot's not producing, is it?
No, it's not, guys. We're just been dead this morning, obviously, apart from your little one.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go down the lake, try new spots, just keep going really. You go for that?
Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
This, however, did not result in any more fish, and the remainder of the day we sat behind motionless rods as the rain came in to further dampen our spirits. As we started to lose the light, we packed the gear away and had one final go for another pike on the spinners. We moved from swim to swim, covering a huge amount of ground, but this also didn't result in any more fish. Our spirits were low, and we wanted to try a new venue for our next trip and hope that this would bring us more luck. Another week later, and we got the rods back out again to try our luck somewhere new. Fishing from a boat this time, it was only a matter of minutes after getting on the water when we had our first fish, and this one was caught on a slow retrieve as I was bringing my rod back in.
Yeah.
Unsure on how well it was hooked, we chose to get it in the net as soon as possible.
Are you ready to net this quite quickly, Dad?
Well guys, we've been here about 5 minutes at this new venue. We'll go into a bit of detail about it in a bit, but we've already had the smallest jack in the world out. I'll just get it out now. But I was just reeling him a float just to recast it, and I always like to reel in really slowly, and I was reeling it really slow, and all of a sudden I thought, oh, I'm on weed, I'm on the bottom, but then it started jigging around a little bit and then you was into a pike. So first pike of the trip, it's absolutely tiny, but that kind of sums up how things have been going for us recently. So let's have a look. Could you take it that.
You better put that very close to the camera, James.
For the smallest pike in the world.
Let me get it. That is small, James. That is small.
It is small, but it's scale perfect. Or we say scale perfect for pike, but it's not got a mark on him, and it's lovely dark colours with really yellow stripes. Can you see that? Really standing out, those.
Let's just go.
Right, well let's get him back.
Yeah.
And try for another fish, another jack probably.
Well done, James.
Yeah, I've got you on. Does it feel a big one?
Well guys, I said this place was going to produce, and it has. There we go, guys, Mr. Pike. Lovely fella. Lovely fish. But yeah, so just fishing over. I only went about 3 foot deep, half the depth, got it over near the weeds, and sure enough there was one lying in wait, and just took me line. Absolutely brilliant.
You're going to put him back there?
Yeah. Are you going to put him in with the GoPro or what?
You want some underwater footage, do you?
Footage, yeah. Let's go.
That is a lovely pipe, by the way. Just got a bit of a zoom on, so there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Proper decent pipe. What would you say to that? What, like 9? Maybe 10?
No, it's about 6.
Yeah, okay,
I'll
give you that.
Yeah.
It's trying to be nice.
Let's get the old GoPro on him, and then we'll have a look at him in the water going in, shall we?
Well guys, not much of an introduction this morning, and the reason for that is we've been catching pike, which is fantastic. We've come to this venue today after really struggling on that reservoir that you've just seen, and this place technically hasn't been fished for nearly 20 years. I know a couple of people have been on it, been chatting to the bailiffs, etc., but they've got a boat on here and not many people book it, and it's brand new as well, so we've got access to a part of the lake usually people won't be fishing, and it started off really well for Dad anyway. I had the smallest jack ever, which is something I look up recently. Dad had a nice pike out. It was put up a decent fight. He does want to say hello, but unfortunately at the moment he's on rowing duties. You right, Dad? Can you turn to the right?
Hi everybody. Yeah, rowing duties at the moment.
But we don't really
give him too much screen time because he's had loads of other pike he's been catching. So we're up to this, we're going to the spot now. Now when we got here, we did try to get, not sure if the sun's in the way, when we got here we did go round with the deeper and we found 2 deep holes. It's an extremely shallow lake, but we have found 2 really deep holes, and this one coming up is, yeah, we go over there as well, yeah. This one coming up is really, really deep, so we're going to put in some baits now, and I'm feeling confident about it, you know. I said that before and caught nothing, but this place looks really good for a pike that's to sit up and wait for some bait fish to come over the top. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, Dad's going to row, we're going to get fishing. See you soon.
Well, James, where are you fishing now?
Inside push the float. There's some basin over there, and it looks prime time pike. And we've just put the float over there. I'm just going to see if anything happens. If there's no pike there, I don't believe it. There's got to be. When you see it, there's got to be right there.
Let's have a look then. We're just fishing through that little gap. I don't know if you can see James's float. So he's just jogging it now. Beautiful.
I'm not sure how much we got filmed, guys. You just missed an epic game of cat and mouse. We found this awesome little clearing in the reeds, and we put the float in, and I went to jog it, and just as I jogged it, I spooked this pike and it just zoomed away. And for the next, I think we were only supposed to be there for a couple of minutes, but we stayed there for half an hour. The pike kept coming. I got mud on my face. I've got mud on my face. The pike kept coming up and inspecting it and going away, and we think it could be a decent pike, but unfortunately it didn't take the bait. So we're going to give it rest. We're going to come back and give it a go in a minute, but now it's time to go to the next spot, and I do apologise for the mud on my face. This place is very, very, let me show you, silty, and you get all over you. Let's go, next spot. Yeah. Oh, you might want to get the net ready for this down there as quickly as you can, because I'm not sure how well it's hooked. It took it as it landed it. Oh, there's a GoPro on. Good. Better pike for James. Yeah, you can have him. Yes! Well guys, it's the afternoon time, and after that cat and mouse game over there with that pike before, we came back to where we caught this morning. Now I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit upset this morning when Dad had the big one, because mine was tiny, and I thought, oh, he's got another big one, because he always gets the biggest one. But we came back, and there's some reeds on the far side, and I thought it's worth a cast, so I just cast over to those reeds, and the second that bait hit the water, there was an explosion, and I thought I'd spooked the pike. So I just played some line out, and almost instantly my float just zoomed over to the left. Now I thought, right, it's gone for it, it's not spooked it, it's literally hit the bait as it hit the water. So I struck into it, the pike's gone, and because when that happens, you never know how well hooked they are, whether they've just taken it. So I thought, right, we've got to get this guy in as quickly as possible. So I asked Dad to get the net, he netted it, and the rest is history. Well, the rest you're about to witness now, history. So about to get him out. He's probably the best pike of the day.
Hold it.
Sorry for the interruption, guys. The sun's right behind me, and the sun doesn't make for a good picture. So we're just turning the boat now.
Is that James rowing? I've never seen James row. Have you? Have you, dear viewer?
Turning the boat so we can get a really nice picture of the Pike without any sun glare, and also gives the time. It gives the Pike a couple of minutes just to rest in the water before we get them out.
That Pike will be as fit as a fiddle. It's been rested for about 10 minutes.
I hope it's not jumping everywhere.
Yeah, it will do. Yeah. All right.
Take two. Should be good now.
Yeah. Oh, the excitement. Ooh, look at that fella. Wow.
Lovely. Let's have a look at you, mate. And just as anticipated, he is full of life. Where are you? There we go. He's got a big mouth, this guy.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a meaty fella, that one. Wow.
So meaty that if he's just moved, he's caught the top of my finger on his lip. I can feel... I don't think I've cut it actually, I think it's alright, but look at that, yes! I've been waiting all season to catch a proper decent pike. It's not been our season this season, it really hasn't. I know we're only halfway through, but I love these things, I just love him. Look at that, it's like an absolute dinosaur, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just the colours on it, the size of it, the head on it, everything. Absolutely brilliant.
Beautiful, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well done, James. It's a great fish.
Is it coming out?
Looks lovely, yeah.
Does it?
Sun shining on it and everything, it's lovely, yeah.
Well guys, sorry Dan.
No, you go, it's your fish.
Time to pull him back. I've had my fun with him, just such colours on that head, there really is. Over the moon with this. This has made my day, and I'm back to work tomorrow as well, so really happy. Let's get the guy back.
Okay.
Well guys, that's the end of the day and a couple of other sessions done.
Yeah. Good session. I've been pestering James to get here for ages. You know, I really love this lake. I don't know why, but I do. It doesn't seem to get fished a lot. I think that's probably why. It's paid off today, hasn't it, James? Handsomely, I think.
Definitely has, especially after all the jacks we've been having recently. It's good, you know, obviously they're fun to catch, but you always want to go for the bigger fish, don't you? I enjoyed it, so...
I think now we know it's a bit better, we'll know where to go straight to next time, like,
yeah.
You know, and hopefully we might find a few other spots as well, but yeah,
that's it. Right,
I'm not complaining.
No, not at all, but see you next time guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching, yeah.
Tight lines, I suppose.
Good night.